you reach like certain seven figures, mid seven figures, and then it kind of switches where money is just a KPI that helps you keep track of success. It kind of turns into a game. You're at this level and you try to hit the next level and everything, but it doesn't change your lifestyle anymore, right? It doesn't change how you feel anymore. Biggest change was finding a why. It was not about how can I make more money anymore, but why I'm doing what I'm doing. Really strong why. You're going to push through all problems, all struggles, all challenges, and all highs and lows. It's really uncomfortable, and I've been doing this for ages and ages and ages. But if you always put yourself into a new social group or like a new room, so to say, it's really uncomfortable, but it will go a long, long way. Because,
I love that.
Like, you will always, you will always kind of level up to like new rooms and new stages. And without actually understanding what happens to you personally, you grow. Like, you grow insane. And that's kind of what happened over time with like all of this kind of coming together with like building the personal brand, going outside, networking. It's just that the compounding effect of all of this effort is hitting, and people approach me and want to work with me, right? Just from me being on Twitter and saying, we do conversion rate optimization, or this is a case study or something. Right? Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, I see you provide a ton of value on Twitter, and that's definitely a way that you're able to build that network as well. So I do want to cover a few of the things that you've posted on there for some technical value, but I think you're 100% right about, and I agree 100% with being the smallest person in a room, how overpowered it is, not only in terms of building your network, but also in terms of building yourself up. And, it's uncomfortable, but that's what growth feels like. Like, growth is uncomfortable. It's like at the gym, to grow, you have to like really push yourself, and it kind of sucks in the moment, but you grow from it. And then the other reason that I think that's a really powerful piece of advice is because, at least for me, whenever I've met people like yourself or, other people that are just crushing it, it gives me almost a sense of relief when I meet them, because I realize that it's just people that have like, they've connected the dots, like you said, in a certain way that just made them successful. But we're all people, we all have this potential in us. And I always get that feeling whenever I'm connecting with people that I like sort of maybe romanticize their success or something. And then I meet them and I'm like, oh, you know what? They're actually, we could just be like friends, which is pretty cool. I love that.
Great point there, and I really enjoyed this conversation with you, bro. You see this video lately that Alex Hormozi was talking about, like the 3 things that unites all entrepreneurs?
I think so. I've been watching like all his content lately, man. That guy is awesome.
What he said, I don't remember all 3 of them, but one was that basically every single entrepreneur has this feeling of never being enough, right? Like, we are so insecure that we always want to grow, succeed. And that gives us like such a huge drive to just like grow the business venture that we in, right? So that's like one of the 3 things that he mentioned, and it just like struck gold with me, because I was like, like everyone I talk to, they just like, they always aim for more, but like when you really understand like where it's coming from, either way, past of being like a Call of Duty professional, or they were an outsider and nobody liked them in school, or they were failing in school, or they always felt like somebody that didn't understand how life is working, or felt like everybody's turning against them, whatever, right? Like, you hear like all of these stories, but then it's like 3 to 5 main journeys where I feel like every single person that I'm meeting has been going through in some way, right?
Yeah, that's interesting, because that was going to be one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, as a piggyback off of the network question, is what do you think are some common traits that the most successful people you've been meeting have? Because, as you meet more people, you start to see different traits or the same traits over and over again in these people. What do you think some things would be?
Great question, too. I really, really like this question. One thing that I would say, and then I would just like kind of speak my thoughts afterwards. When I was in Miami in May on the event that Luca Netz hosted with Andrew Vieira, he did an amazing presentation on the yard. And he said that at point, like you reach like certain seven figures, mid seven figures, and then it kind of switches where money is just a KPI that helps you keep track of success. Like it kind of turns into a game, right? It turns into like you at this level and you try to hit the next level and everything, but it's like it doesn't change your lifestyle anymore, right? It doesn't change how you feel anymore. Just like another like kind of, it's like more money. It's like a KPI, right? Of like business success that you look at and you're like, damn, I'm six figures here or whatever it may be, right? And he said something that really, really, really inspired me. And he said that for biggest change was finding a why, right? It was not about how can I make more money anymore, but why am I doing what I'm doing, right? And that was always a huge thing for me, is to kind of find out why are you doing what you're doing. Because only if you have like a really, 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 really crazy driver, like a really strong why, you're going to push through all problems, all struggles, all challenges, and all highs and lows.